Life's too short, I'm on the run, but to my eyes you are the sunshine, sunshine, sunshine.
If 2021 showed us anything, it's that anything is possible. Now I hope everybody watching had a good 2021. We're now in the year of 2022, but let's reflect a little bit on the year of 2021. A lot of positives happened, showed us anything was possible. Kamala Harris became the first female vice president. Tom Brady won his record-breaking 7th Super Bowl championship at 43 years old, solidifying himself as the single most Super Bowl championship amongst any player to ever play in history. Keeping Up with the Kardashians, a longtime radio show, actually talk show, ended in an end of an era. But if anything really showed us that anything is possible in 2021, the Detroit Lions won a football game. I mean, come on. The Detroit Lions won a football game. They didn't tie. They won a football game. So 2021 showed us anything is possible. Now, I'm sorry to all of you Detroit fans out there. I know it's been a rough year. Well, maybe a rough decade. Well, maybe it's just been a rough existence to be a Detroit Lions fan. But anyway, 2021 showed us anything's possible. There also was some negatives and some saddening and some unfortunate events that happened in 2021. For example, here in America, a lot of people were very sad when Donald Trump got banned from Twitter. Unfortunately, a lot of entertainment and laughs stopped with that. But on a more serious note, we did have a lot of sad events. Unfortunately, millions of Americans and people around the world lost their lives to a virus that took over this world by storm. Unfortunately, in 2021, we've seen a lot of divide in our country with not only racial injustice, but over a vaccination that we are still dealing with. Another thing is the rise of mental health issues, unfortunately, amongst this generation, the rise of depression. Now, a lot of you may know who I am, may not know who I am. You may have heard about me. Yes, I'm a drummer. Yes, I speak. Yes, I host a lot of events. But one thing about me is my main goal is to put a smile on each and every one of your faces. Everyone that I come in contact with, impact them, inspire them, let them know that they can be whoever they want to be, they can do whatever they want to do, and they have a place in this world. So our pledge, the Tim Gray Talk Show, every Monday for 30 minutes, no matter what your Monday looks like, no matter when that alarm goes off, you wake up, you go to work, you see that dreaded boss that you just want to slap and you just want to quit and walk out of that job. Every Monday, we're going to give you 30 minutes of laughs, entertainment, positivity, and a sense of belonging with the Tim Gray Talk Show. All right, so let's get started. Now, our first guest is very unique. She's unlike any guest that we're going to have on this show. Now, what makes our first guest unique is that she's known as a state. She's not known by her first and her last name, but she's known as a state. This first guest is so important that a whole state has to address her. This next guest that we're going to introduce has been to over 50 appearances within this last year. She recently competed on the national pageancy in Las Vegas. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome to the set Miss Michigan for America. Have a seat right there. First off, we want to thank you for joining our show.
Thank you for having me.
Now, I alluded to that Miss Michigan for America is known as a state. I just want to ask you, what is it like being known as a state?
It's quite the honor. I pride myself and I'm very truly touched to reign as Miss Michigan. And it's only for a short while. It's only for a year. And it actually breaks my heart knowing that it's going to end at some point. But I truly embrace this opportunity to spread awareness and my platform and just hope I can reach as many ears and children and young adults and inspire them to just embrace themselves and get involved with the community.
I'm quite curious, starting at 23, how did you win this title so quick? And you're competing with people who's been doing this all their life.
That is true, but some people will join pageantry right away. It's their first year, and they win. It's just what happens with you and the judges. It's what happens between you and the judges in the personal interview, and then your stage presence and how you deliver that message on stage. And that's through walking, posing, your evening gown, swimwear, and then your stage question if you happen to make it all the way almost to the very end. So I got into it. I competed 3 times, and I finally became a title holder. Some join right away, and they are crowned at their first competition. So it's just a learning experience the whole way through.
So just for the record, this pageantry is not just a bunch of attractive girls doing makeup, walking on the stage, wearing bathing suits. There's a lot more that goes into it.
Very much so. There's
Okay.
a lot of walking and talking and poise and personality and being just a true heart, a pure heart.
So you competed on the national level.
Yes.
In Las Vegas. Can you describe what that feeling was like when you go to Las Vegas and you're amongst all these other Miss States,
Right.
per se?
Yes.
What was that feeling like going into that atmosphere where you're amongst all these other women who have been crowned of their state?
It's exhausting. I'm not gonna lie. The whole week is just filled with busyness and agendas and dinners and events. But we see all of each other. There's 50 of us there, and we're there for a reason. We have a voice. We have a message to share, and we are truly all queens. We are all winners going there. If we leave with a second crown or not, we are still representing our state, and we are making a difference within our community. So it's wonderful to embrace that moment with so many wonderful women, spectacular women, that whoever wins, they truly deserve it, and we are there to support them.
It's not like a collision thing where Miss Michigan and Miss Ohio hate each other?
I held hands with Miss Ohio. We're good. We're okay. And she is spectacular as well. What a sparkling personality. But no rivals. No rivals.
See, I would assume that Miss Michigan would have a problem with Miss Ohio, but not in the pageantry world.
Not in the pageantry world.
Every girl
Everyone's
gets a
fine. Everyone's fine.
Now, I want to bring out something because, as I alluded to earlier, a lot of people know you as Miss Michigan.
Correct.
In fact, I met Miss Michigan at an event here in Grand Rapids, and the whole time at that event, everyone's saying Miss Michigan's here. Nobody's saying your name, or everybody's saying Miss Michigan here. So if I were to ask you, who is Elise Schultz? Outside of Miss Michigan, outside of the crown, outside of everything, who is Elise Schultz?
That's a very interesting question. It's a question that actually no one has questioned me on. So to answer that question, gosh, I would have to take a minute. But without the crown and sash, I try to just represent who I am as Miss Michigan. A crown does not need to define who I am, because a real queen will fix other queens or kings' crowns. And I have to remember that, because once the crown and sash is gone in a few months, I am just left as Elise, and I need to carry on that mentality, that energy, and the invisible title now as what I used to be, but carry that on as who I am.
Sure.
Yep.
I want to bring out something too, because you alluded to mental health when you brought up you were at one point were in a state of depression.
Correct.
Now we have a lot of viewers on here who deal with depression. It's a real thing. Unfortunately, a lot of people in this world go through depression at one time or another in their life. People will look at you and would say, how can Miss Michigan ever be depressed? I mean, a beautiful young lady. I mean, you're Miss Michigan. Everyone adores you. Everyone gets on their knees when they see you. So what would be your advice to the audience who deals with depression? Because even if you deal with depression, and most people would probably be like, that's a lie, not Miss Michigan, out of all people.
Right.
So how would you allude that to people watching who maybe are in a state of depression or have been through depression?
Sure. Don't be afraid to ask for help. That's probably my leading advice, which is very regular and frequent to hear. But don't be afraid to speak up and ask for help, and people feel that they're a burden on others
Sure.
when they ask for help. But I see a therapist, or talk therapy, if you will, because you don't have to be crazy to talk to someone.
Right.
I don't want to wear out my family and friends with the same issue. And sometimes it takes a third party, a non-biased third party,
Sure.
to just help calm those nerves, get a clear mindset again, and just regroup and refocus. And it's helped me throughout the years to just find the better version of me, and that I can help other people and direct them
Sure.
appropriately. Not professionally, but appropriately, so they can find proper help.
Definitely. Now, Miss Michigan here, one of the things that she loves to do is write letters to businesses and to different entities of that. So what we want to do to thank you for being on our show is I wrote you a handwritten letter.
Oh my goodness. I love it.
And so what I want you to do is read this letter to the audience.
Okay.
And I hope you can read it.
Okay, I'll do my best. Dear Miss Michigan, thank you for being a part of our show. We can't imagine how hard it must be representing a state where every major sports team, the weather is more confused than Joe Biden, and you are lucky to drive down the street without a pothole.
Without hitting a pothole.
Without hitting a pothole, excuse me. We appreciate you. Well,
So
thank you.
that's our thank you for Miss Michigan being
I
a
love
part of
it.
the show. By the way, you didn't catch it, but the beginning of that was where every sports team sucks. So kudos.
Oh, I missed that.
Kudos to my handwriting.
That's okay. Can I keep this?
Yeah.
I'm
you
going to
can-
frame it. I have a pageant wall, so I add things to my pageant wall.
Oh, well, maybe we'll have to see her pageant wall. Well, maybe we'll put on the big screen, her pageant wall.
Absolutely.
But what I want to do now is we have a game. So there are some stipulations to this game. So how the game works is we each have a set of different cards. So each of these are labeled with either a person or just something random. And what you have to do is you have to pick a deck of cards, and whatever number you pick out of these deck of cards, that's how many things that you have to say what comes to mind when you see this specific topic. Make sense?
It does.
Now, here's the thing. Part of this game is thinking fast. So, what's going to happen is whoever runs out, going to get pied in the face. So we do got some stipulation involved with this game. So let's get our cards out.
Well, no, I'll win.
So you're
I'm not going to get a pie in the face.
now people might think it's rude. How can you pie Miss Michigan? But it would actually be my honor to be able to pie Miss Michigan.
Oh my goodness. I'm sure it will go down the books.
All right, so with you starting, we'll let you pick first.
Okay. Can I spread these out?
Yes.
Pick one out? Okay, let's see. We'll go with, how appropriate. Donald Trump. Okay, and then I have to pick a card?
Yep.
Okay. 2. Okay, I can do this.
So two things that come to mind with Donald Trump.
Huge. And then he's tan all year round, and I'm not. He has a nice orange glow, and I'm here.
All right, I like it. Huge.
Huge.
Elon Musk, out of all people. The only thing I can think of for Elon Musk.
Wait, you have to pick a card. What are you
see?
doing?
Hey, I got 2 too, so.
No cheating.
A little bit hard. When I think of Elon Musk, Tesla comes to mind. Obviously.
Naturally.
A car that you can drive without having to drive. But besides Tesla, the only thing I can think of for Elon Musk is just innovative, a genius. So those are my 2 thoughts for Elon Musk.
Okay, let's go with this one. Kevin Hart. 3. Okay, perfect. All right, so she wasn't ready. He's short and oh my gosh,
So
I'm drawing
here
a
comes the
blank.
short jokes.
I'm drawing the blank. I'm short. And
You're a woman, so don't
I
matter.
know. I can't even think of the third one.
All right.
All right, all right, all right.
I helped you. I helped you a little bit on that.
You did. I was drawing a blank.
Come on, it's Kevin Hart. Oh, this is gonna be a hard one. America. What am I gonna say about America? 6.
Oh,
6 things to come up with.
that's easy. It's so easy.
All right, so one thing for America, we'll start off with Sleepy Joe. Okay, so Sleepy Joe, that's our president. We got to give Sleepy Joe a shout out. Shout out to you, Sleepy Joe. All right, the second thing for America, freedom. We all like freedom. The land of the free, the home of the brave, to an extent. You know, some things are being forced, but anyhow, number 3 for America. My time is running out.
Me.
Number 3. Miss
Michigan.
Miss Michigan for America is here. Number 4 for America. Oh, we are an obese nation, so obesity comes to mind when I think of America. And number, where am I?
I think you have one more left.
Do I have one more left?
Yeah.
The last thing that comes to mind when I hear of America. Well, you can't mention America without mentioning the best sports team in America, and that is the New York Yankees.
I was going to say Detroit Lions.
I mean, we didn't say words, but those are my 6 for America.
Okay. Let's see. Tom Brady. Oh, boy. 6. All right. Tom Brady plays football, right? Yeah?
No, he plays soccer. He's actually the MVP for the soccer league this season. No, he plays football.
Oh, God. Wait, because you mentioned him earlier. Okay, so football, winning Super Bowl, right?
Should I just pie her?
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm moving on. I can't do anything more than that. Tally.
All right, we'll do 2 more.
Okay.
We gotta get rolling. Michigan weather. That's a good one. Michigan weather.
Very appropriate.
Another 6.
Oh, that's easy, though.
So one thing about Michigan weather is bipolar.
Yeah.
So in the morning it could be snowing. Later in the day it could be summer. So I don't know. Maybe more bipolar than Sleepy Joe. We don't know. The second thing about weather, diversity.
Yeah.
We get all seasons. Michigan weather. The third thing about Michigan weather. Fall, yes. Fall is a good time. Michigan fall is the best.
Come on.
Autumn, all the leaf
Hocus
colors.
pocus.
Yes. I'm trying to think. Michigan weather. No, I give up.
What?
Okay,
come on.
I
You can't let me win. I lost fair and square with Tom Brady. All right, one more? Are we doing one more?
Yes, one more.
One more. Oh, The Lion King. Okay, I could do that. 5. All right. Timon and Pumbaa, Simba, Hakuna Matata, Scar, and the hyenas.
Okay.
Go.
Let's see what the last one is here. LeBron James. Okay, LeBron James.
LeBron James.
We got 6 things about LeBron James. All right. Number 1 for LeBron James. Let's see here. The fake GOAT. So that's number 1. He's the fake GOAT. Number 2 for LeBron James. I have to give this to him. He is inspiring. He's done a lot of good things to start schools and whatnot from the city that he came in. So I'll do inspiring. Number 3 for LeBron James. I don't know how to say this without sounding. He's a crybaby. Like I can't. I don't know how else to describe it. He does whine a lot. Number 4 for LeBron James. He's an absolute unit. I mean, the dude. No one can stop him. Number 4 for LeBron James. LeBron James. He's a champion, I
Basketball.
guess. Yeah, he's a basketball champion.
As basic as that is.
And number 6 for LeBron James is, I don't know. I'm drawing a blank. LeBron James. I mean, we got his GOAT. We got his basketball player. We got all this. So, he does have an interesting hairline. LeBron James' hairline. I mean, his hair is probably better than Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant does need a haircut. But LeBron James, he does have a receding hairline. So, that's it for this game. So
what a thing. I can't believe I messed up Kevin Hart. He has all the best ones.
Kevin Hart is
come up with something.
so easy. I mean, just look at him.
I know.
But all right, how we're gonna decide? We're gonna let our audience here decide if she had better impressions, better things, or if Tim. Are we going with Miss Michigan, or are we going with Tim?
Miss Michigan.
I mean, come on.
So by default, Miss Michigan wins the game, which means I get pied in the face at the end of our show.
It'll be okay.
I'm not looking
You'll
forward
be
to
fine.
this. Getting pied in the face.
It's just pie.
Well, let's get back to the talk show here for a second. One thing I did want to ask you, because, inspiring our younger viewers is one thing that we strive to do. So I was looking up some statistics. It is statistically found that there are over 250,000 children who compete in over 5,000 pageants in the United States a year. What would you say to a young child who's maybe just started in their journey or is going to start in their journey? What would you say to them to give them a word of advice about entering this pageantry journey?
Absolutely. Don't give up, because I wanted to give up. And it's really hard work, and it's really what you put into it, so you can make it as challenging as you want, or you can just be as involved as you would like to be. So no one can push you to be involved. If you want to be involved, then find a platform, but it's not required. But it's finding who you are and how you want to be represented and how you want to represent yourself and then your community and your state if you become a title holder, because you are competing to win. So I always advise, don't compete if you don't want to win.
Sure.
But if you love that experience and just that sisterhood and that togetherness, that bonding, by all means get involved. But if you want to be a strong title holder, you have to look at all cards and really polish them well, but do them authentically. Don't be coached and pressured into something into someone that you're not. So find yourself and take the opportunity to learn through the experience as you work through them and compete. It's a great opportunity.
I really love what she said about finding yourself, because really that is the big thing, is finding yourself, being who you are going to be, not letting anything stop you. Everybody can't be LeBron James, everybody can't be Miss Michigan even, but you can be the best at what you can be. We're actually getting ready to wrap up our show here. So we definitely want to thank you for being on the show, Miss Michigan. Now, just quick, is there anything, what's up next for you? Anything that's on the radar for you at this point in time?
Yeah, so I have more public appearances coming forward into this coming up week. I'm going to be doing a meet and greet with Santa, and then I'll be doing a few...
Where's that at?
This is going to be at Frederick Meyer Gardens.
Okay,
Yep,
so
I'll be
all
there.
the kids can see a meet and greet with her.
I'm so excited. I love the little kids. They just get so hung up on it, and I love it. And then finishing up Christmas, of course. I'll be doing some volunteer work on Christmas. And then just following into the new year and finishing up the last 2 months of my reign.
All right, we definitely thank Miss Michigan for being a part of the show. Now, one last thing I want to say for you as part of our final words is faith. See it before you see it. So a lot of people have dreams and visions, but they don't actually see themselves walking it out before that time comes. You look at billionaires, millionaires, famous people, they saw themselves in that position before they got in that position. The Bible talks about how faith without works is dead, and faith is the evidence of things that are seen and are hoped for, but the evidence of things that are not seen. So I want to leave with you, see it before you see it. Ladies and gentlemen, as promised, it's time for me to... can we actually negotiate this pie thing?
No, we're okay with me winning and you suffering the pie.
All right, at least give me like a 3-number countdown before you pie me.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, pie. Oh, jeez.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed the show. It was so good having Miss Michigan. Surprise! We'll see you guys next week, next Monday on a new episode of the Tim Gray Talk Show.
Was the code. Life's too short, I'm on the run, but to my eyes you are the sunshine, sunshine, sunshine.